Book review time. Book review time. Here it is. The Alchemist. You've heard about it. You've seen it. It's time to review it. I got this book because I read The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and she said, "Oh, The Alchemist. Ugh." And I was in a group chat, and someone's like, "Tell me a book to read." And the group chat said, "Ugh, The Alchemist. Ugh, top 3." So I got it. And the introduction, as you know, I don't like to read, have never liked to read, says, "Ugh, I wrote this book. It was hard. And then something happened. It wasn't published. And then something happened. And the next thing you know, Obama was walking around with my book in hand. And now the whole world wants to read The Alchemist." Well, we're going to find, let me tell you what's up. I want to first start by saying I do not like allegories. I don't like allegories. I don't like allegories. So this was never gonna like float my boat. So I came into this knowing that it was going to be a hard read for me. So I want to start by saying that I'm not an allegory person. Like there's never been an allegory book that I've enjoyed. Just tell me what you're trying to say. Don't make me a story about what you're trying to say. Just okay, what is it? What is the lesson? So take this with a grain of salt, grain of thought. I could not finish this book. Is it okay if I leave a review and I haven't been able to finish it? I tried to finish it. You would think that the way people review this book, it would change my life. It would be readable. And I do not think it's well written. I don't think it's even well written. You can have an allegory and like it can be well written, and maybe that's because it's like translated from Brazilian or wherever this guy's from to English, but it's not an easy read because it's poorly written in my personal opinion. And it's like boring. Like the words are like, gosh, I literally could have written this myself. So it's an allegory about a guy that goes on a destination, and the allegory is that like always like find your mission in life, or always keep finding your mission in life, and things are going to get in the way. And I get it. I get the allegory. I just don't think it's like well written. Like it's not like I feel like this is the type of book that people are like, "Oh, but you didn't get it." Like if you don't understand it, then you're probably not smart enough to understand it. It's that type of book where I'm like, "No, dude, it's just like boring." Like I could make this up. Also, there's like 1,000 books about journeys that are allegories in comparison to life. For starters, Pilgrim's Progress is about a journey where he meets friends and they're symbolic. And at least Pilgrim's Progress is interesting. Like it's a hard read because it's written in old-timey English. And again, that's an allegory, and I forced myself to read the whole thing. And I'm glad I did. It took me like a quarter to like get into it, but by the time I got into it, I was like, "Oh man, that is deep." But I got halfway through this, and then I looked it up and I read other people's like highlighted things of like the things they got from it, and like their little like highlighted things on Kindle that was like, this was the most highlighted phrase. And it wasn't deep. It's like, in fact, I disagree with a lot of the stupidness that it was saying. Like I just, like, again, like this is literally like a non-Christian Pilgrim's Progress. That's all this is. And it's like not even well written. Pilgrim's Progress is like very beautifully written considering it's again about a story. Like, okay, what else is an allegory? Isn't like something in the word Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is an allegory? But that's a good book. I don't think this is good. Uh let's see here. Let me read you some of my highlights. Okay, also this book, like the pages stick together, so then I would like turn a page and I'd be like, what is going on? It's so simply read, but it's like hard to follow. And then I had sheep, and then I sold my sheep. And my sheep are gone. And then I got a job. And the job was hard. And the next thing you knew, I forgot about my journey. It's like that is how it's written. Like that is exactly how it's written. And I'm just like, focus. Like it just okay, let's see here. Let me find the things that I wrote down in this really boring book. Gosh. Listen, I've never read a book, so it's hard for me to like. And again, I don't like allegory, so we've established that. So, no offense, I'm not an author. I just, as a person that I'm a picky reader, I just don't think like. I guess the hype of this book was so high that I anticipated it to be like whoa, but like the hype did not match the book. I was like, really? Okay. Here's page 33. Don't forget that everything you deal with is only one thing and nothing else. Like that was literally the deepest. I highlighted it because I was like, okay, here is like a thought that like resembles something deeper, I guess. Like maybe this is I just highlighted it because I felt like okay, you finally said one thing interesting. Don't forget that everything you deal with is only one thing and nothing else. Okay, that's a perfect example. That's not even really well written. It has this illusion of depth, but like this isn't even true. It's one thing and nothing else. That's not true. A lot of times in life, it's more than just one thing. Like, things can be connected. And another thing is like, always read the symbols. That's another reoccurring theme. Always read the symbols. Well, that goes against what you just said, that it's one thing and not something else. Because if you're reading symbols, a symbol is not what it appears to be. There, see, I'm taking this book apart because guys, I tried for you. I was like, oh, I'll do this book because it's well known and everybody loves it. And then I was like, oh god, this book sucks so bad. And then I was like, maybe it's just me, but all of these things, okay. Here's another one. Uh, I'm going to hate those who have found their treasure because I never found mine. And I'm going to hold on to what little I have because I'm too insignificant to conquer the world. So I guess that's like his reflection as a character. But I'm like, I don't know, that's not very nuanced. Like, I get what you're saying. People despise other people who went out and sought their treasure, but you didn't. But again, like, I just feel like with things like this, I'm just like, you couldn't have said it better. Like, I guess, like, sucks to you. Why don't you just like that's how other people feel, I guess. I don't know. I just don't feel like it was just this is page 54 and this is like the second part of the book. Yeah, part 2. Because we have to respond to omens, the boy said, almost without meaning to. Then he regretted what he had said because the merchant had never met the. Oh, see, this is we have to take advantage when luck is on our side and do as much as possible to help us. It's called the principle of favorability or beginner's luck. That is like the most beginner's luck. You're going to write an allegory and then say, like, it's the principle. You made up a principle, the principle of favorability, or just beginner's luck. It's called the principle of favorability. Oh, it's just beginner's luck. Okay, well, you didn't need to write a book about beginner's luck. You're so lazy, you couldn't even make up a more interesting principle instead of the principle of favorability. Favorability isn't even luck. Like, that's why I'm like, is this just like not translated correctly? Because luck and favorability are very different. And they have nothing to do with taking advantage of when luck is on our side. I don't know, unless you consider favorability, having favor with someone luck. I don't know. It just feels like these are really stupid principles that are not deep and don't break down and don't make sense. And also they steal a lot. This guy is stealing. He has the Uman and the Thurman, which is like a biblical thing in the Old Testament to be like, I don't like it when people steal things from the Bible so they can add mysticism to their book. He's like, and the Umar and Thurman will help you unriddle life. I'm like, okay, maybe that's symbolic, but you're still stealing stuff that's already in existence. You're taking something that's in existence, putting it in your book, and then saying it's mysterious. It's only mysterious because people don't know the Bible. Like that doesn't make, and then like saying bringing things from different language, muktub. Like, okay, well that's a language. Yes, and it means this. I'm like, yeah, we know that. You just don't know that. Other people reading the book may not know that because they don't know that language, but that's not mysticism. You're not making something up from your story. You're actually stealing stuff so you sound mystic. Like, okay. Like, I don't know. I just felt like tying in all of the religions, talking about Allah, then talking about Catholicism, but in a really boring way. I don't know, dude. Halfway through, I gave up. More than halfway through. Good for me. Because I was just like, this is a poorly written book that is not a good is not good writing. Because I've read allegories that I understand are good. Like I can get it. I can get it. And the themes are deeper, but that it was just like I was just like every time he made a point, I felt like it wasn't a true point, like a very it felt like a flawed point. It felt like a poorly written point. It felt like it was not translated correctly. It sounded like he was reaching for mysticism because he wasn't that unique or special on his own. Like, and this is so brutal. Gosh, I wonder if he's I I wonder if you're not supposed to believe brutal book reviews. But you can just say that as if you feel bad about this, it's probably just because I don't like allegories. But I don't think it is. I think that book sucks. Mainly because the hype was here. He says like, and then Obama was reading it. I'm like, was Obama reading this because you paid him to read this? Because it looks like this is, people on the New York Times bestseller list, they get there because they purchase their own book, and that puts them on a certain selling level. Like it's purchasable. It's like the Forbes 30 over 30. You pay for that. So it just felt like I was like when he was going over it, and like then out of nowhere I had a hit. I'm like, okay, well then having read it, it was probably because you paid people. There's just no way this is unless people are just these people you're quoting are just dumb and so they're reading it. But my friends liked it too. So I don't know. Read it, see what you think, and comment and tell me. And if you love it, comment and tell me that you love it. And you tell me why you loved it. And because you're not getting off that easy. You can't just tell me you love that book. I want you to tell me what you learned from this book. Okay? I want you to be like, hey, this inspired me to continue on my journey. Hey, this one quote is like my mantra. If you like this book, I want you to defend it in the comments and say, this is why I like this book. Try it again. Because I will finish it if you can convince me. But I don't know, man. Secondly, like and follow. If you like my book reviews, like and follow and follow and comment. Tell me because I like doing it, and I think you guys like it too. But I need to see it in the likes and the comments, and let me know what book you want me to do next. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I have some ideas of what I'd like to do. Books that I know that I've finished that I would recommend to anybody that I think are life changing and perspective mind blowing. So comment all these things. Like and smash, follow, smash, like.